Alright, well, I might be crazy, but I'm thinking about giving it a go. I don't think I'm going to be needing any of this while I'm out there. Well, here I am at Shining Rock Wilderness parking lot. Gonna do a little backpacking trip. Just socked in. Well, I will say this is the only time I've been in Shining Rock on a Saturday. And lots of spaces to park, so I guess that's the trick. Come up here when it's crappy. Well, it took about a minute for my feet to get wet. I'm sure you can see it up here is Sam's Knob. Hopefully sometime during this trip we'll get a break in the clouds here. Alright, well I got stymied by the creek, so I'm going further up. Well, I'm doing a little off-country trailblazing to get to my to get back to the trail. I was hoping I could just kind of go closer to the creek, but there's a lot of shrubs in the background there. So it's kind of when I'm going up a little creek, a runoff. Seems like it's going. So I took some directions with the compass because the fog rolls in pretty thick, and trying to make some noise because there have been some bear sightings up here in this area before. So anyways, it's a better day than sitting in front of the TV, so wish me luck. Alright, well I'm still in my still in the woods here, just taking a break. Thought I'd get some water. And I'll show you here. I got my compass and thermometer, and this is what I keep my camera in. It's just a little dry bag. I got it hanging around my neck. It's I got it when I was kayaking, actually. I don't know if it's the best thing, but it works. I trust it. The Dry Ducks raincoat, I've been doing pretty well. For the bushwhacking, of course I've been worried that I was going to get it torn on some kind of thorn or shrub or something, but so far so good. And then I've got the Dry Duck shorts that I just made into, well actually they're pants, Dry Duck pants that I made into shorts. Those are working pretty well. I've got a pair of shorts on under them and they're feeling comfortable. But so far so good. I'm glad I got something on my legs just to keep my shorts dry. Otherwise I'd be getting pretty cold. And my shoes are, well, just forget about them. They're pretty wet. But I get something else to drink and then keep heading up here and see where I get to. So hopefully, I'm thinking maybe up that way is possibly the parking lot, but kind of off trail. I just came out of the trees over there, and there's some car doors in the, not too far distant, but stopping for the flowers. Some beautiful ones around here. Alright, well I started here and went up Sam Knob Trail down to the creek here. This is Flat Laurel Creek, and that's where the crossing was so high. And then I kind of went back through this, straight back actually. That was pretty good. So now there's a bunch of nice trees here actually at the camp, well, at the parking lot. There's a privy, but I think I might try to go around. Maybe this is some higher country and get around that creek and then kind of keep going. Get some water and then maybe get back to this Black Balsam Forest. And then tomorrow I could do that and then come back there and then... Well, here's the trail. No sense taking the shoes off, they're already soaked. Oh, baby. Don't have to worry about where to get water next. Well, we made it to another crossing of the creek. This one doesn't look bad. I think I can handle this one. Just getting some water and stopping for a little snack. Alright, so I'm getting further. I've made it to the junction with the Mountain to Sea Trail. So just wet and soggy. It continues to be that way. The trail is a creek. Fair amount of time, of course, in Carolinas here we've been getting rain for a week, I think, consistently. So just nice to be outside and not cooped up inside. So anyways, we'll continue on. I've been hearing some thunder out in the distance, so I decided time to get under the tarp. Some hot chocolate. Warm things up around here a little bit. Well, good morning. Time for a little coffee and breakfast. Just waiting for the pot to boil. Had quite a few storms last night. One of the things, I've got the Superfly with the pullouts. I was noticing that I was getting some drips on that last night. Had a lot of rain. Fortunately, though, it was in porch mode, and it was just dripping straight down, so it didn't bother me. But I do think I'll seam seal it. And then my shoes. Ooh, who wants to put on those shoes in the morning? I had to wring out my socks last night. One of the things that did a really good job of keeping my gear dry, I was hiking in the rain yesterday, was the trash compactor bag. I pretty much just take and stuff my sleeping bag without a sack, or my top quilt without a sack, right in there, and it really compresses quite a bit. And then I've also put my clothes in there, and then if the hammock's dry, I put the hammock in there as well. So when I got to camp yesterday, even though I've been hiking in the rain, it was all dry. So good to test it out and see that it works. Now I'm back on the MST trail after I stopped at the Black Balsam Forest last night. This right here is what makes it tough for having dry ducks. These are berry bushes, and unless you're really careful, you're going to get some snags. Alright, I made it off the MST trail, and now I got a little bit of road walk until I catch the little Sam trail. I'd say that MST trail, it's like Dr. Seuss drew that one. That thing was just like, woo, curvy. Alright, well, I missed my turn, so back uphill. At least I set my watch and said, if I don't see it in 10 minutes, I must have missed it. So I'll go backtrack a little bit. Guess I'm not fighting the shrubs right now, and it's not raining, so that's a good thing. So the adventure continues. Here's what well, at least what I think the trail sign looks like off the road. I passed it the first time because it just had a tent site and BR1. I'm not sure what that means. I figured there'd be a trail sign right off the road. This used to be an old road bed. So the going here should be a lot easier. Alright, feet wet, back on the trail. I'm not too much further than that waterfall I just passed, and found another grove of black balsams. Probably another good spot if you wanted to hang. The benefit of this one is that you get water. So fairly close to 215. and you'll know it whenever you see the, I'm going to call it Triple Falls. Well, there was one spot on the map that crossed a creek that I was worried about because it looked like a pretty major one. I thought, man, I'm going to have to backtrack if it's not crossable, but whew, thank goodness. Nice little bridge. And, wow. Alright, well that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm guessing I'm not too far from where a lot of people camp on Little Sam's trail along the creek. A little further down is this tree. And we'll go down and check out the waterfall. Sounds really loud. This is just a waterfall off the trail. The water's really flowing with all the rain we've been getting. Alright, I made it back to the creek crossing where I turned around yesterday. I would say today it looks more manageable. We got some rain last night, but it hasn't rained for since probably 3 or 4 in the morning. So we'll give it a go. Alright, well I made it across that. That wasn't bad at all. I don't know, I have to compare the video and see if it was any worse looking than the other day. Well, I'm getting close to the car. There is a junction here for Sam's Knob Summit. I'm not going to do it today because it's just fogged in, but I would highly recommend it. Definitely would make the trip if you could get the views up there. So, rain's coming down. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.